right here. Okay. Hola amigos y amigas. Hola a todos. Bienvenidos a México. Hoy es miércoles. Estoy muy cansado. También tengo mucho calor. Siempre. Hoy es en una ciudad nueva. Matamoros en estado de Coahuila. Okay, that is español suficiente for one day. And today, I'm just in this random city, which is about 30 minutos on the local bus from Torreon itself. And as with Torreon, you might remember that, you know, there's not much online about Torreon, and equally, there isn't much about Matamoros. So today we are exploring, we're having some food, people watching in this typical, classic, real, authentic, normal, everyday life Mexican City, that's the one. And I promise there'll be no more Spanish from now on. Okay, let's go. So this is part 15 of my 2021 Mexico series, and the second part in my 5-part Torreon mini-series. Just take a look at this place, just where I was doing that intro bit, and take in the bustling and loud nature of everyday life in Mexico. You've got buses going past, you've got people driving around, people going to work, you've got guys there playing various instruments, which I've given some money to, by the way, because you always have to do that, filming. Give them some money because they're, you know, trying to make some money, you know. You've got corn in the back of that van there. You've got all these wonderful, you know, shop fronts selling meat. There's a cow over there. It's lovely. Let's go for a walk. Matamoros is just normal Mexico. You've got guys unloading trucks into a supermarket there. You might think that somewhere like Matamoros might just have, you know, an Electra y Farmacia Guadalajara, and yeah, they're around the corner, but, you know, you see them everywhere in Mexico. There's a place I'm going to for some food, right? Anyone from Torreon should get very excited right now, or indeed Coahuila. Speak of the devils, Farmacia Guadalajara, which I always love pronouncing, and Electra, which was my saviour when I didn't have a bank card for a long time and I had to go there to do Western Union. They are staples of Mexico, right? Okay, I got a little bit lost because I have the sense of direction of an idiot, but fortunately I've managed to find the place I'm looking for, which is that one. Oh, fuck. It's a loncheria. I should have filmed that bit again, but I'm not. I'm going to leave it in. Oh, gracias. And francés, mi favorito. Sí. Muy auténtico. Y, sí, sí. Y sabroso, mucho sabor. Muchas gracias, señor. So, I'm in a classic loncheria in Matamoros. Apologies, there is a fan blowing. You might have seen that in the last video or heard it. Apologies, I can't do anything about it. Here we are. So, anyone from Coahuila or Torreon area will know that this is an absolute legend and quite possibly one of the best examples of why Coahuila has to be up there, in my estimation, as one of the best places in Mexico for food. Let's have a look at the bread first. Now, many of you have reliably told me that you can only get pan francés in Torreon, or at least Coahuila. And you might be thinking, David, it's only bread. It's not only bread. I'm standing with everyone from Coahuila in defending this because it is absolutely beautiful. Pan francés, it obviously translates to French bread, and it's so soft in the inside, it's fluffy, but then on the outside you have this amazing crispy golden brown, even a little bit char grilled as well, coating. And then of course inside you have an absolute mind-blowing concoction of amazing ingredients. Okay, I'm gonna put some salsa on it. Is this Valentina? Yes, it is. That is an old school original character OG from Mexico 2018. There's a lot of controversy about this. Like, people always say to me, like, don't put it on things like this, it goes on popcorn, but what can you do? This is all I have. So there's a child watching me over there, which is rather distracting. So this is adobada lonches. Everyone told me to have this in Torreon. It's like a marinated pork, I believe. It looks a little bit like al pastor, but slightly redder, I would say. I have one question. Why did I not have this the last time in Torreon? I had just a regular meat one, but this is spectacular. The taste of the meat is just, it's a bit like the gorditas in the last video. It's indescribable. And the taste really hits you, like, as you eat it. Other ingredients, as you can see, there's avocado on the bottom. You've got this ham with the cheese. It kind of reminds me of a classic Mexican street burger. You get that a lot, like the ham and cheese kind of stuck together. Tomato, onion. I did specifically say no lettuce. Well done me, I'm finally remembering to be specific when I order food. Okay, I finished the lonches. Empty plate, almost. I can't eat the little bits. I wanted to say, Mexico should come with a warning, right? Anywhere you go, you will discover something new that will make you fatter than you already are. But that's a good thing. I take care. When am I going to be in Matamoros again? This is Don Matamoros. This was adobada lonches. And I must say, I've had about 4 lonches now. 4. This was the best one. Adobada. So gracias for your recommendations, despite what I said in the last video about no recommendations. And which is gracias to these two behind me. Well, one of them's gone, but you know what I mean. Oh. There's a Nino again. There are Ninos everywhere today. One thing I was going to say, actually, I was thinking about this on the bus on the way here. The thing about education in Mexico, it's one thing, honestly, I don't really know much about it, but I've never really touched on it. I was thinking, why are all these children on buses and in central squares? Then I remembered it's the end of July, probably summer holidays. But I've always found every Mexican I know, literally, to be far more educated than I am, you know, in terms of historical knowledge and, you know, just general insightful thought. You know, I don't know what the education system is like in Mexico, but from evidence of real people that I know, maybe it's quite good. I don't know. I'm in this central square. Nice little walkways here with these things over the top. These red and yellow canopy things with little gyms and playgrounds. I guess that's required because it is bloody hot. And of course, obligatory kiosco. Benito Juarez, I'll come on to him a little bit later actually. I was going to say just about education as well. I'm not implying that just because it's Mexico that there's this assumption of poor education, because you might be wondering what's the education like in the UK. I've got to say, it's not great. You know, my historical knowledge about the UK is nowhere near what a Mexican would have about Mexican history knowledge. That's just the start. As you can see, these little places are everywhere. Lonches y gorditas. Are you trying to kill me, Mexico? It's time for something random. I saw this in a video I watched yesterday, and I'm gonna get some drone shots you'll see in a second. This bizarre red structure, like in the middle of a playground and a sports ground thing. Is it like a water tower or something? I have honestly no idea. Let me know if you know what this is in the comments. I'm not exactly the expert on random red structures. With this seesaw that's looks like a ghost playground. I'm just on this basketball court, and one sport I was quite good at school, believe it or not, was basketball. Yes, me good at sport, because I was reasonably tall, but then I kind of stopped growing and everyone else kind of took over. My dad did also force me to join a football team when I was 9. Didn't so much enjoy that. Hola, buenas tardes. Gracias. Hasta luego. I'm showing normality in this video, buying drinks from Circle K and Oxo. Yeah, I've noticed recently, like when I get back from filming, I have like 5 bottles, empty bottles in my bag, because the heat is horrendous. You need to be hydrated in Mexico in the summer. I always remember someone said to me, don't come to northern Mexico in the summer. I'm beginning to feel the effect of their dire warning. There's another place up there I want to go to that I saw on the map. Lovely. Oxo, the saviours of Mexico, at least for me. That's the theme of this video, saviours of Mexico. Local Mexican bus drivers. If it wasn't for them, these videos wouldn't be possible. So, muchas gracias. And also for the countless people that make food day after day in places for idiots like me to come and pretend to like it. I'm joking. I always like Mexican food. Apart from that pizza that one time. I've come a little bit further out of town now to Estadio Horacio Pina Garcia. Does anyone know anything about Mexican baseball? Because I certainly don't. Horacio Pina Garcia, I think he played for the Red Devils according to that. Lovely. And yeah, it's a baseball stadium. Obviously it's all shut and smashed up windows and stuff, but it's a bit like in Star Trek when they have to send, you know, an android or a hologram into a toxic atmosphere. It's a good job I've got a drone. Right, we're going back to Centro area now. I was just talking to a lovely lady, right? She was complaining about the heat. See, it's not just me, locals do it too. And I was thinking, shall I be honest, dark, swearing David again? It's just gone dark now. Shadow, yeah, I think it will be. One thing that really annoys me about places like this that aren't specific tourist destinations, if you know what I mean, is that people say don't go there, because automatically it comes with this connotation of you're going to get murdered. But really, ask yourself, did you actually grow up in this nice, comfortable protection world surrounded by bubble wrap and fluffy bunnies? Because I certainly fucking didn't. So, if you're coming to Mexico, just grow some bloody balls, get on local buses, talk to locals, have lonches in a loncheria, and walk 35 kilometres into the middle of nowhere. Okay, maybe not the last one. That's the woman I saw near the baseball stadium. Is she following me? Or more accurately, am I following her? The smell in Matamoros is divine. I bet you thought I was going to say it smells of shit, but it doesn't. It smells of a wonderful aroma of meat, pork, cakes. Do cakes smell? I don't know. I guess we're going to find out because there's a cake place up here. I thought I was going nuts. I couldn't find this cake shop anywhere. I've walked to Kingdom Come to find this place. Look, there are cupcakes. They also do baby showers. That's the only cupcake?
No, it's cheesecake.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, okay.
Tengo puro individual.
Ah,
cheesecake
oh, cheesecake.
Pie.
As you can, oh, bollocks. As you heard, they didn't have any cupcakes, so I've got a cheesecake. Looks a bit weird. I've never had a cheesecake before in Mexico. This is brand new information, as Phoebe said on Friends that time. Matamoros is brilliant. Okay, it's time for some comedy. Now, apologies to any of you in the US because I'm going to do this bit with an American accent. I met two people the other day who said they couldn't understand my accent, my English accent. So I'm doing this bit totally in an American accent. Let me know if you can understand it better or not. This is totally unlike any cheesecake I've ever had. So it's really like hard at the bottom. It's got an Oreo on the top. There's a fly buzzing around. And icing, or as they would say in the US, frosting. Fuck off, fly. Yeah. Well, let's tuck in to this. Is it a oh my god. Okay, here we go. We got a bit of cheesecake. Oh. Okay, that was a bit English. This is good. I mean, this is totally awesome. Yeah, this bit of the cheesecake, it isn't like a normal like New York cheesecake you would have, you know, quite soft and stuff. But this is a bit hard, you know, but it's still kind of got the same taste of a cheesecake, you know? Can you shut up? Oh, and there's like chocolate in the bottom. Oh my god. Mmm. And it's got the base bit as well. You can't really see it. Right, I'm home in Torreon. This is my place. I bet you thought this video was over. You're wrong. There's one more bit left. And there's one thing about Matamoros which, even if you're Mexican, you might not be aware of this. I don't know. Let me know down below afterwards, right? I was going to go there, but it's 20 kilometers away. I'm not going to walk that long. There are no buses going in that direction. I asked two taxi drivers. Neither of them were willing to wait for me to film while I was there. So I'm doing this bit. So there's a place not far from Matamoros, 20 kilometers, that is like a cave, a tobacco cave it's called. A lot of people say that it smells of human urine. Apparently that's bat urine. But the big bit of history around it is the fact that it used to be a national archive, and it was around the time of Benito Juarez in the mid-1800s when, I'm going to say it again, when the French were invading Mexico. I didn't know about this. The whole French connection. It's finally been resolved now because I've actually read about it, and Napoleon III and is it Alexander of Habsburg from Austria or something? All to do with political conflict and, you know, takeover, if you like, which ultimately didn't work. But that cave was used by Benito Juarez to store important documents all about Mexico's history. This tiny little cave, 20 kilometers from Matamoros in the desert. It's bonkers, right? Fascinating. Something so important, it seems, about Mexican history isn't really advertised anywhere. And a lot of people, I was reading the reviews on Google Maps, a lot of people are quite upset that the local government doesn't really take care of that place because of its historical significance. I've seen pictures of like a big plaque thing with names on, and it says about custodians of the National Archive. So, you know, that's just one of these things with these places in northern Mexico. If you don't have a car, it's difficult to get to. There's also Viesca and also the dunes of Bilbao, which are further on. So if you do have a car and you're in the area, I would absolutely suggest it. I can't believe I have to say this again, but I don't have a driving, well, I do have a driving license. It's currently in Poland because it was required as ID because I'm currently obtaining Polish citizenship. So unfortunately, I was not able to rent a car. I haven't been able to the whole time. But ultimately, it doesn't matter because I enjoyed Matamoros today. As I said in previous videos, the whole thing about recommendations, I didn't have any recommendations for today. I just went out and enjoyed myself, had a bit of fun, spoke a bit of Spanish, used a bit of an American accent, had some amazing food. That's, for me, that's all I need. I don't need to see everything. I can read about things, I can look at things online, I can hear about things from others. So that's it, lovely. Next up, it's convenient that we are in Torreon because the next video is from Torreon and there are going to be some classics in that video, I hope. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. End screen's up there. subscribe and all that. Let me know if you knew about this National Archives thing. And I'll see you soon. Hope you enjoyed Matamoros. Catch you later.